Hi, Rebecca's here today to talk to us about her experience with hypnotherapy, in particular for weight control. You came to us, how long ago? When did you come? January before last,
January
you said?
before last, yeah.
So that's about 14, 15 months now? Yeah. Why did you come for hypnotherapy as opposed to doing something else?
I felt that I'd tried everything else.
What sort of things did you try?
Weight Watchers, Atkins, Slimming World, do-it-yourself diet.
So when you started, what were you at? What was your weight when you started?
I was about 14 stone.
14 stone, and that would have been a dress size?
I was about 14.
Dress size 14,
Yeah.
Okay. And then you came to see our weight specialist, Paul White, didn't you?
Paul, yeah.
And so that was 15 months ago. And what were you aiming at? What was your target?
I didn't really have a goal weight in mind, but I wanted to get back down to where I was before when I got down, so 8 to 10 dress size.
8 to 10 dress size, okay. And you achieved majority of your weight loss in a fairly short period of time, to 8 months, was it you said to me?
Yeah, between 8 and 9 months, yeah.
Okay. What sort of behaviours were you exhibiting before you came for hypnotherapy?
Probably binge eating a lot.
What sort of things would you be eating?
Takeaways. I was probably having takeaways between 3 and 4 times a week.
Okay, right. What sort of takeaways were they? Sort of Chinese?
Chinese, fish and chips, anything really.
Okay.
Anything and everything.
What particularly attracted you to hypnotherapy? Was it a particular aspect of hypnotherapy you came for?
I saw bits in the paper about the gastric band hypnotherapy.
Oh, okay. And did you do gastric band hypnotherapy with Paul?
I didn't know. We sat down and discussed it and decided it just wasn't for me. I had to learn to eat like a normal person.
Yeah, so what you needed was a behavioural change,
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And is that something that occurred very quickly for you?
It occurred more or less straight away after the first session.
Okay. So after the first session, what changed?
Just my attitude towards food, just looking at healthy food, having salads, enjoying the food I was eating, you know, and just planning my meals, knowing what I was going to eat 3 meals a day, and you know what it was going to be.
So you planned ahead.
Planned ahead.
What about cravings and things like that for the old foods?
It just wasn't there.
Didn't happen.
I did think about it, like sort of thinking, why am I not doing what I was doing before? But there's just no temptation to go and buy it.
Okay. So you stopped that trigger point before at the point of purchase, rather than. Okay, good. And what do you think's made the most difference to you?
Just looking at food differently as a means to, I don't know, I suppose live, than just to eat it. You know, it's great at the time when you eat a takeaway or binge, but you just feel terrible after.
Oh, so it stopped that sort of eat and feel guilty.
Yeah, it's like guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures.
Yeah, feeling very guilty after that.
So we could say that you've changed your behaviours quite significantly. That would be fair to say. And what about, that was now good 6-7 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like now? Are you maintaining your?
I am maintaining, yeah.
How, I mean, you were telling me a story about you went for a dinner party, was it over the weekend?
Yeah, I went to my friend's house on Friday and she was cooking a meal, and first course was healthy, it was salad, which was fine. Second course did have chips, but didn't want chips. And then the puddings came out and it was chocolate cake and a strawberry gâteau. And they were all sort of looking at me saying, what do you want? I was like, I don't want anything. It's just not there, not in me to have it. I know what it tastes like, I remember what it tastes like, I just don't want it.
So the desire wasn't there?
No.
Okay. That was a big change for you before, prior to that?
Oh, before, yeah, I would have had probably a bit of each.
Right, okay. So that's a big change for you, yeah. And so are you feeling confident now going forward that you're able to maintain this new look? I mean, because you look great, I mean, and that's a big change for you, isn't it?
Definitely.
And you sent me some pictures from prior that, you know, you're obviously quite a big girl in those days.
I don't feel restricted, you know, if I'm going out for a meal, I don't feel like my options are limited. I have what I want, it's just I want the healthy options.
Yeah, that's a big change, isn't it? Yeah, I think
definitely.
that's where a lot of people struggle, really. I think that's why they have a short-term gain of the diet, or short-term control of the diet, but it's this long-term
That's
ability.
what I wanted long-term. I didn't want to go back to being, big again. Just wanted to be happy in myself.
So yo-yo dieting is a thing of the past for you?
Yep. I don't
Confident
think I pray to God I'll never ever join a slimming club again.
Yeah.
I just want to do it myself.
And you were a BMI, I think, of 33.6 when you started, and that's in the obese range. And now, we probably know already, but you're right smack in the middle of normal, which is pretty good. Now, we haven't mentioned you were dress size 14, you were 14 stone. What are you now?
I'm dress size 8, and I'm 9 stone.
That's fantastic, isn't it? If there was one thing about your experience with hypnotherapy that really made a difference, describe hypnotherapy if you were going to recommend it to a friend, what would you say was a thing that is the cornerstone of the changes for you? And that's a difficult question.
I mean, I was sceptical.
Were you?
Because you see, like, obviously the hypnotist on the telly, and you just think it's a bit of a laugh, and you think, is it actually real? But I was aware of what's going on. I wasn't like in a coma.
No, I don't not.
I could have woken up, I could have opened my eyes any time I wanted, but I was just so relaxed. I was comfortable. Paul put me at ease, because obviously we chatted before. So,
sure.
I mean, I was a bit worried about coming on my own, because I didn't know what to expect.
Of course,
it was fine. Just knowing that I felt my brain could be reprogrammed, and to change my life, and it did.
Fantastic. I mean, I think you've done wonderful, and I'm really pleased. Thanks for coming back for chatting to us about it. I mean, I think you hopefully should live the rest of your life in that normal range.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Right. Thanks very much, Becky.
Thank you.